Irving Berlin's White Christmas has been recorded more than 500 times, so you won't be surprised to learn that it's the world's best-selling holiday song. But here's something that might surprise you. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the original recording by Bing Crosby is the best-selling single record of all time. So the question is, what makes Irving Berlin's White Christmas so special?
I think there's a comfort in this song. First of all, the lyric itself, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I think we all know that in December, it's supposed to be snowing. It's supposed to be cold outside. So I think it's such a picturesque lyric, White Christmas. Lyrically, Berlin was striking a chord, pun intended, with his audience when he was talking about a time that anybody can understand.
White Christmas was written by Irving Berlin and originally recorded by Bing Crosby in 1942. It was released that year on the soundtrack for Irving Berlin's movie musical Holiday Inn, starring Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. The song went on to win the Academy Award for Best Song and sell more than 50 million copies.
Intrinsically, the Americanness of what these songs were is actually what spoke to men who were abroad and women who were at home waiting for their husbands. The marriage of the lyric to the music is something that speaks so directly to the human condition that we hear this song and something strikes exactly to our core. When you think of Irving Berlin as an immigrant who had come over when he was very young and easily assimilated himself, this is the man who wrote God Bless America, after all, and sort of that longing to be so a part of what the United States of America was and that dream of what America was. And I think all of that factors into the language and the DNA of what this material is. I think what's interesting about the holidays in general is it's a time for reflection. It's a time of looking back. If I can talk harmonically about the song, I think what is so interesting is it's actually rather simple in its harmonic progression, but then all of a sudden you have these chords in there that imbues the melody with this sense of longing. I think this interesting juxtaposition of a song of longing, but that ultimately has a very hopeful message. At the very end of the chorus, you say, "May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white." So it almost lends itself to whatever has happened in the past of this year is behind us, and let's keep looking forward into the new year. I also love, it's an incredibly long musical line to every phrase in this song. They're really long lines. So when you have all the notes of that line are diatonic, so they're all a part of the key signature. There isn't a chromatic or blue note or a note outside of the key signature in there. So what's interesting is the way it's dressed up when you have that melody and then you start adding tones that are outside of the key signature. That's actually when it starts to become decorated. There's something that almost resonates like bells, sort of Christmas bells, but it's this phrase that where the treetops glisten and children listen. You know, we're sort of dressing up the chords in ways that just feel very comfortable and very lush. You know, when you start the song, you're in the C chord or the tonic chord, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Then we've gone to this is sort of this subdominant, the 4 chord, just like the ones I used to know. And then you've returned back home, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Now we're at the sort of halfway point in the song, and we're gonna return back to the 1. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. So harmonically, it actually keeps seesawing back on itself. I think this song sticks with us because of the ineffable lyric, as well as the absolute, just pure joy of what the melody is. So that the minute you start hearing, may your days be merry and bright, everybody can say, and may all your Christmases be white.